This is the secret to fixing an enlarged prostate that nobody talks about. Hey Wellness Warrior, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and many of you men are suffering with an enlarged prostate. The fact is many of you have symptoms and you don't even correlate it with prostatic health, but also you may even find that you have a prostate issue. It's diagnosed, you know it exists, but you don't know what to do about it. So we're not only going to talk about symptoms, but some of the hidden secrets to fixing these problems and also how it relates to hormones, which nobody ever mentions. So let's talk about this first. First of all, 50% of men are going to suffer with prostate health issues by the age 60, and it's estimated that 90% of men suffer by the age of 80 and above. So what this really tells us is this issue is kind of inevitable. Now, your prostate is a gland that sits right below the bladder, so when it enlarges, it pushes on the bladder. It causes the urgency to need to go to the bathroom, but also it wraps around the urethra, so it pinches off the urethra, so when you try to go to the bathroom, you can't really get everything out. So let's talk about the symptoms that would be associated with that problem. First of all, can't empty your bladder. Just talked about that. Nocturia, waking up all night to go to the bathroom because it's increasing the urgency, but yet not allowing you to go to the bathroom. So then your sleep falls apart, which also equals your health falling apart. Then incontinence. Well, you can't hold it anymore. Then this is also a big issue, a sudden urge and painful and slowed urination. Okay, so if you're suffering with these issues, you really want to start thinking about how can I solve my prostate issue? How can I improve my prostate health? What do I need to do? Well, there's an interesting correlation to the hormone testosterone. Now, this is something you don't hear much about, but when you turn 30, your testosterone starts to decline. And unfortunately, 30% of men have low testosterone issues between the ages of 40 and 70 years old. And when testosterone declines, estrogen typically tends to go up. And this is a problem for those who are suffering with prostate issues. It's low testosterone, it's high estrogen. So now we have to start thinking about not only how can we improve our prostate health, but what is our testosterone doing? And this is a really reasonable thing to think about, because if your testosterone is low, essentially you're not going to feel well. You're not going to have the strength, the stamina, the energy, the mental clarity. It really is a drag on your health. So we want to not only think about how do we improve our testosterone, but also our prostate health, because we have to do them together. You see that they're directly correlated. Now, there's a few things that you can do. First of all, B6 is very important. There was a study that was done by Harvard, and what they found is that if you had low amounts of B6, there was a higher correlation of you having prostate issues. So we want to make sure that we're getting our B vitamins in, okay? Not only do we want to get all the B vitamins, but specifically, the study was done on B6, so let's make sure that we're boosting up our B6 levels. Zinc is very important. Zinc is not only important for your testosterone being at a proper level, but also there's a high concentration of zinc within the prostate itself. So we want to make sure that we're getting plenty of this mineral. And in fact, there's studies done, and what they found is that good healthy prostates have high amounts of zinc in them, whereas unhealthy prostates, those that are enlarged, those that are maybe diseased, they have low amounts of zinc concentration within the prostate. So we also want to make sure that we're constantly pushing to keep that zinc level up. Very important. Now, the next thing that we can actually do to help our prostate health is start utilizing things like saw palmetto, which has been shown to really help the prostate health. And next here is lose weight. Okay, this is important as well. Now, there's three major things that are highly correlated with enlarged prostate. One is going to be diabetes, two is going to be obesity, and three is a family history. Okay, so lose weight is very important because what else is correlated with diabetes? Obesity. So we have to make sure that we're constantly working to keep our fat accumulation low on our body so that we can keep our prostate health well and avoid all these different diagnoses like diabetes or obesity. Now, the other thing that we can do is exercise. There was a Harvard study, and what they found is that those who exercise, walking daily, decrease your risk of prostate issues by 25%. Okay, so we can see that exercise, which is good for testosterone, is also good for your prostate. We also can see that these vitamins right here and these different herbs are good for testosterone and also your prostate. So what you want to do, and I'll put a link in the description below to some different formulas that have all of these different nutrients in it that would be good for prostate health and also testosterone, you want to focus on making sure that you are constantly working to improve testosterone, keep these nutrients up, exercise daily, eat the right foods, and as a result of that, it turns out that is what is necessary to have a good, healthy prostate. I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and it was a pleasure seeing you in this video. I'll see you in this video next.